Have you ever wondered what could ruin a successful man's life in a single moment? Have you ever thought about how absolute trust in others could lead to devastating consequences? The story of Richard, 75, will likely make you reflect. Richard was a successful businessman, a man of great influence in the business world. But then, with just one phrase, absolute trust, he lost $3 million, a huge sum he had worked hard to build his entire life. Did you know that in the United States, millions of seniors are victims of financial scams each year, with losses amounting to billions of dollars? And sadly, many of these scams originate from the very people the victims trust the most. Why is this happening? What's going on with our society? Does old age equate to loneliness, vulnerability, and a loss of alertness? Perhaps many of us, or our loved ones, are experiencing similar anxieties. We might see our parents or grandparents becoming increasingly gullible and easily exploited. And we often think that this is the inevitable rule of old age. But is it really? Is there anything we can do to protect them, to protect ourselves from financial traps? In this video, we will explore Richard's heartbreaking story and learn valuable lessons about trust and vigilance in life. We will delve into the most sophisticated financial scams and the most effective preventative measures to protect your assets and personal safety. Did you know that with just a little knowledge and vigilance, we can avoid unnecessary financial and emotional losses? These preventative measures can help us protect what we've worked hard for and enjoy a peaceful and happy life in our later years. But don't worry, we're not just discussing the problem. We will also explore solutions, ways to help seniors avoid financial traps. We will uncover the secrets to protecting your assets, ensuring your safety, and living a full and independent life. Join me as we delve into this topic and discover the surprises that await us. Did you know that in the United States, over 10,000 seniors are victims of financial scams every day? That's an alarming number, and it shows that the issue we're addressing is not just a personal one, but a social one. We need to work together to find solutions to protect seniors from financial traps. And did you know that one of the most important factors in avoiding financial scams is maintaining alertness and vigilance? Research has shown that seniors with financial literacy and risk awareness skills are better able to protect themselves. So, how can we help seniors maintain alertness and vigilance? That's an important question, and we will find the answer together in this video. Let's explore the secrets to helping seniors protect their assets and safety. Richard was a successful man, a businessman of great influence in the business world. He had built a strong business empire and had a desirable fortune. But then, with just one phrase, absolute trust, he lost $3 million, a huge sum he had worked hard to build his entire life. The story began when Richard met a man named Mark. Mark claimed to be a financial expert and promised to help Richard invest profitably with high returns. Richard, with absolute trust in Mark, entrusted him with managing a large portion of his assets. But then, after a while, Richard discovered that Mark had used his money to invest in high-risk projects, and as a result, he lost $3 million. Richard was extremely saddened and disappointed, not only because of the money lost, but also because he was betrayed by the person he trusted the most. Richard's story is a valuable wake-up call for all of us. It shows how absolute trust in others can lead to devastating consequences. We must always be alert and vigilant, especially when it comes to financial matters. So, how can we avoid financial traps like Richard? The first and most important thing is to thoroughly research the person we plan to do business with. Don't rush to trust attractive promises. Instead, verify the information and seek advice from experienced people. We also need to diversify our investments and not put all our eggs in one basket. This will help us minimize risk and protect our assets from market fluctuations. And most importantly, we need to maintain alertness and vigilance, especially as we age. Don't let loneliness, vulnerability, and a loss of alertness make us victims of scammers. In the United States, there are many organizations and hotlines that support victims of financial scams. We can seek information and advice from these organizations or report scams to the authorities. The most important thing is to raise awareness about financial scams and equip ourselves with the necessary knowledge and skills to protect ourselves. Remember, vigilance and alertness are key to avoiding financial traps. Richard's story is a prime example of how financial scammers are becoming increasingly sophisticated and cunning. They use various tricks to deceive victims and steal their assets. One of the most common scams targeting seniors is the high-return investment scam. Scammers promise victims sky-high returns and create a sense of scarcity, making victims feel like they are missing out on a great investment opportunity. Consider the case of Susan, 70, a widowed woman living alone. She received a call from a man claiming to be a financial expert. The man promised to help her invest in a real estate project with returns of up to 30% per year. Susan, trusting him too much, rushed to send money to the scammer, and as a result, she lost all her savings. Did you know that the high-return investment scam preys on the greed and ignorance of seniors? Scammers often create fake investment projects or use pyramid schemes to steal victims' assets. So, how can we prevent this scam? The first and most important thing is to stay alert and vigilant. Don't rush to trust attractive promises. Instead, verify the information and seek advice from experienced people. We also need to diversify our investments and not put all our eggs in one basket. This will help us minimize risk and protect our assets from market fluctuations. Another common scam is the relative in distress scam. Scammers will impersonate your relatives, calling or texting to inform you that they are in trouble and need urgent financial assistance. They create an emergency situation, causing you to panic and easily hand over money. Consider the case of David, 75, a widowed man living alone. He received a call from a stranger claiming to be his grandson. The man said he was in a car accident and needed money urgently for hospital bills. David was so worried that he rushed to send money to the scammer without verifying the information. Did you know that the relative in distress scam preys on the compassion and anxiety of seniors? Scammers often create urgent situations, leaving victims with no time to think carefully. They exploit trust and family affection to steal the victim's assets. So, how can we prevent this scam? The first and most important thing is to stay calm and verify the information. Don't rush to send money to anyone, even if they claim to be your relative. Call your relative to confirm the information or contact the authorities for assistance. In the United States, there are many organizations and hotlines that support victims of financial scams. We can seek information and advice from these organizations or report scams to the authorities. The most important thing is to raise awareness about financial scams and equip ourselves with the necessary knowledge and skills to protect ourselves. Remember, vigilance and alertness are key to avoiding financial traps. Richard's story is a valuable wake-up call for all of us. It shows how absolute trust in others can lead to devastating consequences. We must always be alert and vigilant, especially when it comes to financial matters. We have explored the most sophisticated financial scams and the most effective preventative measures to protect your assets and personal safety. Hopefully, this knowledge and advice will help you avoid financial traps and enjoy a peaceful and happy life in your later years. The most important thing is to raise awareness about financial risks and equip ourselves with the necessary knowledge and skills to protect ourselves. Remember, vigilance and alertness are key to avoiding financial traps. Take the time to learn about financial scams and equip yourself with the necessary knowledge and skills to protect yourself. Seek advice from experienced people and don't rush to trust attractive promises. Please share this video with your loved ones so they can also equip themselves with the necessary knowledge and skills to protect their assets and safety. Let's work together to build a safe and strong community for seniors. Remember, old age is not about loneliness, vulnerability, and a loss of alertness. Old age is a new stage of life, and we can enjoy a peaceful and happy life if we know how to protect ourselves. Live a full and independent life, and show those around you that old age is a precious gift.